Again, it keeps saying that my connection is low and that it's recording and I don't know what's going on. And also this is the first time me trying it on my new iPhone, which I am not loving iPhone. It is very, very slow and it's just not working for me. So we're going to try this though, because this is a really good topic. We're going to talk about how to clear up your money pipeline. I have been talking to a ton of people lately that have almost been, hey Amber, have almost been halted. They aren't really working towards anything, but they're not really working backwards. They're just kind of halted. They're stuck. They're like, their thought is, nobody is buying things right now with the coronavirus. Nobody is wanting to invest right now. And I tell people that's such a lie, you guys. I just got off my BNI meeting and people are like, my business is booming more than ever. People are at home wanting to catch up on things. People are at home wanting to learn new things. People are at home trying to get their health in order, trying to get their electricity in order. So we have an electrician that he's busy as ever. And it's a negative and it's a wrong belief, and I don't use the word wrong very often, a wrong belief to think that people aren't purchasing right now, to think that people aren't investing in themselves right now. I have spent more money on my horse, more money on my health, more money on myself, more money on my coaches, more money on everything right now, even just splurging for my kids and stuff. Because when we go back to ourselves and all we have is online and we're not doing all of these things, we get bored and we spend money, and we also start to go within and start to realize what needs fixed. And so as I've started to work with these different people the past couple days, it was blowing my mind of all the people being like, I don't want to offer to people right now. I feel like that would be mean. And I'm like, how is that mean? And really what it came down to is they had horrible money mindset. They had the belief, I don't know when I'm going to be able to pay my next bill. I don't know when I'm going to get another paycheck. I personally have money issues, and they were placing that on other people. When in reality, there's so many people out there that are ready to buy, and you can either be one that gets to plant the seed for somebody else to sell to them, or you can be the type that is selling to them and giving them the opportunity that you know would benefit them. How many people, especially say network marketing, how many people right now could benefit from owning their own business versus being at kind of the chain of somebody else telling them when they can go back to work or when they can't go back to work? So number one, I want to tell you guys, more people than ever are investing. And if you feel like you don't want to offer to people, or you feel scared that you're going to be coming off as salesy at a wrong time, it is your money mindset. It's the way that you believe about money right now. I've seen people get hammered right now by people like, how dare you try profit off not to me, but to other people, like, how dare you try profit off of the coronavirus? How dare you tell people they should still be pushing through and working and selling to people? We should be focused on bigger problems in the world right now. And just, you hear this scarcity mindset all over the place. And like I said, I feel like, and I posted this in a quote yesterday, chaos around you, I don't remember the way I worded it, but chaos around you doesn't change who you are. It makes you become more of who you really are. It makes those surface things start to come up, and it makes your fears really start to show up. And it shows up in the way that you're showing up in your business. And it shows up for the way and the beliefs that you're placing on the customers that want to buy from you that you're not selling to because you're too scared to. So I know that was kind of a rant, and that actually wasn't even the purpose of my video today, but obviously somebody needed to hear it. So many people saying we're sleazy by offering to people right now. Absolutely. And it's their own mindset. It's their own mindset. Totally did this yesterday. You're so right. Yeah, a lot of people are. A lot of us are like, we're going to wait and see what happens. We're going to wait. And I did that for like a week. I'm like, I'm just going to wait and see what happens. And I was like, Why? Like, I'm literally buying into the worldly fear that's going on right now. And literally, I closed so much business last week, and so many people have reached out to me. Hey, what's it look like to work with you? Hey, what does it look like to coach with you? And I haven't even really been doing as much as I should be, because people are going within and they're realizing they need a coach right now. They're realizing they need business help right now because strategies have changed. And so don't let your own thoughts or behaviors or habits get placed on other people thinking those are their thoughts, behaviors, and habits, because it's just not the case. But what I really had for you guys planned, and I wrote it down so I wouldn't get off track, but you know me, I always overdo it, is how to clear up your money pipeline. So I want you to think of money as a pipeline, almost like a water drain, and you have leaks everywhere. And you have to start identifying what those leaks are. And number one, a lot of people, and I hope you guys are taking notes, like any live video I do giving you tips, you should be taking notes, because this stuff will create you a ton of money and is going to help you so much right now. So when you have these leaks, number one, it comes down to usually you don't even know how much money's coming in. I can tell you 90% of the people that I work with will be like, hey, this is my goal. Say their goal is $10,000 a month. And I'll be like, oh, where are you at? Oh, I don't know. I actually haven't added it up. I actually don't know where I'm at. Then they come back, the next session, and they're like, you'll never believe it. I made double. I made $20,000. I had no idea. Because money doesn't make you feel more wealthy. Money isn't the answer to all of your emotional feelings around money. If you feel poor, if you feel broke, it doesn't matter if you have $500 or if you have $500,000. If you don't fix your mindset around money, you will still feel broke. So my challenge to you is go actually add up how much money you have created and you have brought into your life, and I bet you will be very, very, very surprised. So that's number one. Number two, start to identify your leaks. I do not believe in budgeting. I do not believe in the B word. I do not believe in bringing your mindset down to zero and eating beans and rice and all that stuff. I don't believe in that. Not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying I tried it, I did it, and not the way I like to go about things. I like things faster. I like results now. I like to focus on creation, not draining. But you do have to start identifying where are the leaks. Are you going through and realizing what are those memberships maybe I'm not actually using? Maybe you're doing FabFitFun and you really aren't using it. Or maybe you have a makeup membership and you're like, I have a stock of makeup and it's exciting to get makeup, but I really don't need it. Maybe you're paying for Hulu and Netflix, but you're not actually recognizing that you are never watching Hulu. Start to identify the little leaks that are leaking out that you're actually not using that you should get rid of. That is number one when it comes into getting your money in order. And not from a scarcity mindset of I'm trying to save money, but I'm trying to close doors so that more opportunities can come my way. As you start to narrow down and start to identify these different random subscriptions that you have, yes, yeah, I literally do this. I try to do this every quarter. What random things am I not using? Even if it's like $7, because that $7 energy that you're putting towards that and not using it, you're literally putting the energy of I'm not following through out there versus just cutting that energetic cord and moving on. So we're not doing this from a scarcity mindset of I'm trying to save money and we're trying to bring more money in and we're trying to just live in this scarcity hole, but we're doing it on I'm trying to close the door of something that I'm actually not fully committed to so that commitment can show up in all of the other areas of your life. So that's tip number 2. The last tip I'm going to give you is you need to diversify your strategy to your goal. So especially in times like this is what sinks business owners, is they keep trying to do what they've been doing that has worked in the past, and then they get frustrated because it's not working for them right now. And it's because right now you cannot use the same strategies that you were using before. And that's going to look different for everybody. That's why I believe in personalized strategies, because live videos might work for me, but live videos might not work for you because your audience might have a feed full of live videos. And so you get to start to figure out, maybe normally I do online parties, but online parties aren't going to work. Maybe I need to do personal reach outs. Okay, maybe personal reach outs aren't working. And so maybe I need to do an online challenge or a giveaway, or it really depends on what your goals are. But if what you're doing right now, and hopefully it's not nothing, but if what you're doing right now is not working, try something new, especially right now. This is why I love, and I'm not launching Finance Your Destiny right now, and it's not open to sign up for, so I'm not selling it, but this is what I will tell you. This is why I love Finance Your Destiny, for the aspect of, yes, anybody can make money. Yes, anybody can manifest money. Most people 10 times their income in Finance Your Destiny. But the reason it works is because they are actually learning how to push through when hard things happen. Because we know sabotage hits mentally first, physically second, and socially third. And a lot of times people start going through their goals, whether it's a weight goal, whether it's a money goal, whatever it is, but then life starts to happen, or the coronavirus happens, and people go back to old habits of being in fear, being in, I'm just going to halt, I'm not going to invest in myself, I'm not going to do XYZ. Like, they're so halted in what they're doing that they don't move forward. And you're literally training your brain in that moment that I'm not capable of adapting. I'm not capable of moving forward in a new way. And so, not that you're doing anything wrong, because like I said, I tapped into a cycle for about a week and I'm like, I'm just going to see what happens. I'm just going to spend this time with my family. Good excuse, right? Like, it's logically okay to society, but I also know that's my cycle. When there is a logical excuse that people would accept, I tend to want to give up or tap out. And so I want you to just recognize your cycle. Maybe where you're at, you really do need that. I'm not saying you don't. But is it a cycle that when things get hard, you typically give up because you don't know another way to do that? And so if you guys have questions, please comment them down below. But as you guys know, I was going to host a live workshop for a sales workshop, and they cancel. All the hotels aren't really doing anything with that anymore. And so number one, here I'll kind of teach you how I changed my strategy. I thought, well, how can I provide more value? So I created the sales workshop to be it's actually my Expand Your Sales that I did in the past. It was $1,000 class. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to give this to these people for the same price as the workshop. So under $100, they're getting $1,000 or pretty much $900 off of this course. And it's a 4-week course where we get to dive in deep. There's going to be tracking. There's going to be accountability. We're going to be talking about messaging. We're going to be talking about NLP sales. We're going to be talking about overcoming objections. We're going to be talking about social media. We're going to be talking about the top sales mistakes. Like, if you just hear of the loaded value I'm giving people, like I have the sheet right here. We're going to be talking about revolving funnels. How do you put people in which funnel? Because you shouldn't just have one line of funnel. All of these things. We're going to go into the mindset fears of sales. And so if this is something you're interested in and you were sad you weren't going to be able to make the live workshop, you're actually getting 10 times the value, because I am going to teach probably over $500,000 worth of sales information in this course. And it was actually going to be what I was going to sell at the workshop. So instead of selling it to you for $1,000, it's literally under $100 and you get to join. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know and I'll get you in. Let me see. I don't see any questions popping up. So if if you guys don't have any questions, I'll wait just for a minute longer, but I want to encourage you that go at your own pace. You're always in control, but I want you to tap into that energy again. How can you heal those energetic money leaks that you have coming in? And how can you also keep pushing through with a different strategy? Because I can promise you, your old strategy, no matter what it was, is probably not going to work right now. So what can you do to switch that up? Maybe you just need to serve so that people ask to work with you, or maybe you need a hardcore sell. All of my clients are doing something completely different, and it's working for all of them. But you have to find the way that works for you, but more importantly, you have to find the way that works for your potential clients that you're wanting to work with. How do I calculate my money creations? So I'm not sure what you mean by that, but I'll tell you how I have people do it that work with me. So we calculate it through, here's the money I manifested, because most things that you manifest are going to be within services. It's going to be within like things that are given to you. Very rarely is it actual cash. But it's almost lifestyle. So I manifest trips all the time. People to pay for my trips all the time. I've been to Washington. I've been to Hawaii. I just got a trip paid to go to Cancun if it all works out now with this stuff. And so it's a lifestyle usually that I manifest. Then you have sales made that day. That's how I track that. And then I have money that actually came in. So cash deposited, my Stripe deposits, whatever is actually came in. And I track all of that with my clients, for each and every one of those categories. And so that's how I personally do it. So I'm hoping that's what you mean. But if there's, like how far back do I go? I would just say I would go back at least the last 3 months, but even if you just start fresh from now, boom, just start fresh and start doing it different. So many people want to be perfect, and I would say instead of focusing on being perfect, just change today. Just make small changes today and move forward and count it from here on out. Do I wish I would have tracked everything from the very beginning when I was a massage therapist? Absolutely. I think it'd be so cool to see the growth, but I didn't. So just keep moving. Should we preface our marketing with corona concerns, or should we just market ourselves without saying anything? So, multiple thoughts here. I'm over the corona thing. I'm also a conspiracy theorist, for those of you that know this. So I have a lot of my own beliefs within that. But I also honor the people that truly have a fear over this. And so you have to honor people where they're at. And so, yes, you can utilize it within your marketing of just recognizing, hey, I know a lot of you are, like I kind of did, I know a lot of you are truly afraid and don't know what to do because everyone else is afraid. So how do afraid people sell to afraid people? It's like the blind leading the blind. So it's a real issue, and you can bring it up. I personally don't give much attention to it because I personally don't want to encourage the behavior of the fear around the coronavirus, but I also get to respect where people are at with their fear. So it's a personal decision. I'm a little more controversial. I'm a little more not afraid. So to speak up and be bold about my beliefs. But if you're someone that kind of likes to just make everybody happy, I would say I would probably utilize it within your marketing because it's what people are experiencing right now. I definitely would say don't dive so deep into it to where that's the reason you're selling to people. I think that becomes a little bit manipulative. And so it's just, I would say, follow your gut. Your gut is always going to know best on what, yes, I am not afraid of it and I want to ignore it. Then ignore it. I honestly 100% would say don't ever go against your own beliefs. 100% ignore it. Move on. If that's what you want other people to do, you be that light and you be that example. You move on, they move on with you, because I'm the same way. I want people to see light. I want people to see moving forward. I don't want people to see this as another excuse. And so I dabble into it, but for the most part, I ignore it unless it comes up. So I love that. Hey, Kristen. Let me see. I've been avoiding talking about the coronavirus because it's time to focus on, yes. I love all of this. All of this. You guys are awesome. Okay. And I don't see any other questions. Those were great questions, though, and questions that I think everybody probably has. Let me see if I missed anything. I think we're good. So if this is valuable to you, please just comment. Let me know. I need validation. I love validation. It's just part of who my personality is. Let me know what you're going to work on. Let me know what you're going to move forward within. And also, I hope to see you all at the Sales Workshop, the 4-week course that I call it the workshop, but it's a course now. The 4-week course, we're going to really dive in deep. This is not going to be like mindset stuff necessarily. We will dabble into the mindset stuff. It's going to be more of what a lot of people tell you actually not to do. It's going to be the how-tos. It's going to be the strategies. It's going to be the data. So your mind might get a little bit tired, I'm not going to lie, but I'm just going to throw you out strategy after strategy after strategy, and then you'll have time to get personally coached too for your specific business, because I do not believe there is one size fits all. Do not believe in blueprints. Don't believe in this blueprint's gonna work for everybody. It doesn't. That is so fake, and I will stand by that 100%. That doesn't mean they don't help. It doesn't mean you can't take things from here and there. You know, I have free PDFs that have, 10 top social media things you can post about, but you've got to always trust your gut first. So trust your gut, move forward, keep going, and I hope to see you guys out there. Tag me in anything you want me to read and be a part of. I will support you. I hope you share my stuff. I hope you invite people to this group, and let's just come together as business owners and really start moving the economy forward. And also go back and watch the beginning when because that was really, really awesome, about just talking about not diving into halting your business right now. So thank you so much, Nicole. I freaking love you. You're awesome. And I'm excited to get to know you more. Every time I see your name pop up, I'm like, I need to message her, because I just keep seeing you. I saw you on the Q&A, which was super awesome. And I'm like, we have the same name and I love it. So I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I will see you later. And